This is Let's Talk with Julia Sana, licensed marriage and family therapist and licensed mental health counselor. This is a chat where we get to talk about everything that's going on in life, and I get to interview a friend and just get to chat with you guys about what's going on. And tonight we're very, very honored to have my friend Lisa McMillan Harris join us. For most people in Delray, she is no stranger. She has been quite an active part of the community. And so tonight, we're still continuing the mental health awareness conversation because this is still Mental Health Awareness Month. And today I wanted to have Lisa on so we could talk about Cutz and Conversation, which is a really, really cool initiative that they began in 2018. But Lisa is a very busy woman. She also co-founded, or she actually founded Golden Parents, and all the links are right there on Facebook and on Zoom. And with the video that we'll put up on YouTube, we will have the links as well. So she's really busy. Bo, her husband, runs the barbershop, and I'm going to guess maybe that's where he's at right now. We hope maybe he'll tune in, hopefully, because we'd like to show how the barbershop looks. It's really cool. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. So without further ado, I just want to introduce Lisa to say hello to everybody. Lisa, can you say hello?
Hi, everyone. I am Lisa. Julia did a great job of introducing me, so I don't think I have to introduce myself again, but I am Lisa, and thank you so much, Julia, for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So the way we met was through actually through Healthier Del Rey Fast.
Yeah.
Through that, Healthier Del Rey has done such an amazing job in the city in trying to with the behavioral health initiative. And so Lisa, we started doing the Cutz and Conversation in 2018, but I would love you to explain to everybody what is Cutz and Conversation and why is it at a barbershop?
Yes. Cutz and Conversation is something that started back in 2018 from a Healthier Del Rey mini grant, which I am so very grateful to even have been given the opportunity to have something like this started, which we need. It's just it was a long time coming to start implementing not only resources, but just safe places that we can talk in our community. Because in the African American community, Black community, we don't have a lot of places where we can go and talk about different issues that are going on that relates to mental health. And we didn't know a whole lot about it, but now I'm very impressed with how we are responding to it. Because before we didn't respond to it very well. It's more of, don't talk about it, you keep it in, and what goes on in household stays in the household, different things like that. But anyways, Cutz and Conversation steered from a small mini grant back in 2017, I think it was, to be exact. I'm not for sure. But anyways, so with that, we started Cutz and Conversation. And like we said before, Cutz and Conversation is something that we bring our community together in a safe space to talk about different issues, with a licensed therapist, Julia. And she's been with us since 2018. And she have really touched a lot of people that come inside the meetings. They're very, very, they connect so well with her. She's so very soft-spoken, and people can really relate to, just her transparency and how, when they talk to her about different things and how she relate to them and how she give feedback to them, she's very transparent. So a lot of people can definitely relate. I hear so many great things about her after all of our different Cutz and Conversations. I always get good feedback. People always ask me for her phone number, or they always want to know how they can reach her, or how could they continue a conversation with her, because they just love having those conversations. And sometimes it's just all a matter of finding someone that you can feel comfortable talking to, because sometimes it ain't easy talking to people about issues that you have going on. It's very difficult to talk to people. So just to have someone that understands you, can relate to you, and that with no judgment, it's a no judgment zone. So she laid that make that very clear, and people are very comfortable with that. So just to be able to communicate about everything that they have going on to a person where they don't judge you and they don't look at you in any type of way. I mean, it's very, I want to say soothing, or I don't know, a good word to use, but we just enjoy it. They enjoy it. I enjoy it. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. So.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you are really doing an amazing job too with Golden Parents. I don't know where you have time because she also has a different job. So those are like three big things. So I still want you to share a little bit about Golden Parents because I believe Cutz and Conversation comes in under Golden Parents.
Yes.
That's what my Get Your Green On shirt
Yes.
says, right? So please share with everybody the awesome, awesome initiative that you're doing with Golden Parents Inc.
Yes. So Golden Parents is a very small nonprofit organization that basically work with parents and children, move past generational differences and achieve positive growth. And what we do is basically just support parents and be that support system, and give them the resources that they would need to basically move forward. We
Mm-hmm.
work in the school systems, we collaborate with the school board with different things that they have going on, and we also work in the school system. So we are that liaison for the children in the school system. Plus, we open up a platform for our youth to be able to have a safe space to talk as well. So we have
Yeah.
started that in the barbershop as well. We were meeting other places, but we found that the barbershop is really good. So we bring our kids inside the barbershop, and now they are comfortable there, having these talks amongst themselves, and being able to communicate back and forth with one another, having that system set up with them as youth to be able to say, okay, well, I'm dealing with certain issues, and I can call on the people
Mm-hmm.
that's a part of our group to talk about the issues that we got going on. And one thing I always have to say is that with our youth, they can relate so much to people that are close to their age. So that's why I
Yeah.
to a point where they gather together and talk about their issues together, because they can problem solve a lot of things that they do have going on. Like last week, I'm going to share a little bit about last week. Last week was very interesting with our youth. So they had to write a poem that was geared around any mental health issues that they dealt with in their life or
Mm-hmm.
dealing with. So their poem was stemmed to what they were going through or what they went through. And
Yeah.
once they read their poem, they had to tell us a little bit about the background of where it comes from. So
Yeah.
some of, because they all know one another, our question to them was, how many of you knew that this person was going through what he was going through? So I was
Mm-hmm.
so surprised to see them raise their hand. And I asked, how many of you reached out to them? Like if one stood up and he said what he was going through, I say, how many of you guys reached
Yeah.
out to him? And then to see more than one hand go up to just to check on his
Wow.
well-being, that was amazing, because most youth are so caught up within themselves to they don't even think twice to say, let me call and check on my friend. I haven't heard from him in 2 days. Something must be going on. So just
Yeah.
to know that that we have set this dynamic where they can be able to be a buddy system to one another to make sure they're checking on one another well-being. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it was very touching. So I just felt like my job is being done. I won't say it's done because it would never be done, but my job is being done
Yeah.
by creating this space and allowing them to be able to talk, amongst one another and be able to work through their issues that they're having. So I was
Yeah.
so impressed with that, just to know that they're all keeping in contact and making sure that they're checking on one another well-being, and if they need any additional help, like where they can go. So I did make it very clear that you was open and ready to work with them if they wanted to move forward with just talking to someone outside of the group and just the youth.
Yeah.
So I greatly appreciate that. We just feel like you are a blessing from God to just to offer that to us. So I want to say something. Can I put this out there,
Yes.
Julia?
Mm-hmm.
So what I mean, what we would love, if there's anyone watching, anyone can pass this message on. We want to be able to support our youth in getting the additional services that they need. They are looking forward to talking to a therapist, and our therapist, Julia, don't need to be working for free on every chance she gets. She deserved to be compensated. So we are looking to see how we can raise funds to be able to assist our youth with continuing getting therapists through Julia, because I feel like she would be a great fit for our youth. So if anybody wants to support that, you all can go to our web page, and you can support in that manner, or however. All the information is on our website, and you can reach us at www.goldenparents.org, or you can reach us at PO Box. I forgot what my PO box is. I'm sorry. But anyways, you can reach us at 561-503-6623 if you need to get in contact with us to be able to see how you can assist in that way.
Oh, thank you so much, Lisa, for mentioning that. Because what you're doing with the Teen Talk especially is really, really revolutionary. Because I saw some of the stuff that you had posted about Teen Talk, and it's really, really incredible. And just the fact that you can get them to have a conversation, because teenagers don't even talk. I mean, think about our own teens. They don't talk. They don't want to say anything. And I know you've been the parent of a teenager. You have grown kids now. I was thinking about that.
Yes.
And I just, because what about, oh, look who's joining us. Maria is on here.
Oh, Maria's on here. Hey, Maria.
Yeah, she's joined us. She's going to hang out with us for a little bit. So that's really cool. So, yeah, so I wanted to tell people a little bit about you being such you're a mom too, and you and Bo have been married a really long time, and you guys are also marriage champions.
Yeah.
You try to encourage younger couples and just people walking the family life, especially in the African American family. Because what touches me about you is how dedicated you've been to changing generational patterns. Yeah. And the fact that you put it even in your mission statement for Golden Parents, which is so cool. And Kenya is also joining us on Facebook. She's commenting on there. Hi, Kenya.
Hi, Kenya.
So yeah, so that has really touched me a lot. Your passion for generational change and making a difference in young people, in younger couples coming up who just don't see an example of marriage, and they're like, why should I get married in the first place? Right. So tell us a little bit about your family, because I told you, Let's Talk Live is not all business. It is live. It's after dark. We get to laugh. Today I have my water only because I'm upping my water intake.
Yeah. So me and my husband been together. We actually met when we were young. We've been together 26 years now, I think it is.
Wow.
Yeah, 26 years we've been together. Have not been easy. I'll tell a lot of people it may look easy and it may look perfect, but it's far from perfect. And I think that's what I fell in love with, the imperfect of what we have going, our dynamic. We're totally two different people. Bo is night and I'm day. Like I'm always up and he's always, he's more of the calm to my storm, because I'm like a whole storm and he's the calmness to the storm. So it was a long journey. We raised two kids. My oldest daughter is not his biological father, but he played a major role in it. She had two fathers. She had a bonus father and she had her real father that played a major role.
Yeah.
So I would never take that away. Her father actually played a major role in her life as well. So just to be able to have two fathers and be a part of her life, it was amazing. Like it's hard to find a child that have two fathers and play a major role in their life. And I admire that with the both of them when they used to get together and help with a homework projects. The two of them work together. It was just exciting to see, because it's not too normal in the African American culture where there are two parents in a household, and things like that happen. So, but it was a long journey. Bo originated from Georgia to Florida, and I was like his first person that that he kind of met when he got here. I mean, he talked to other people, but it was pretty much, me that he met. Okay. Started dating. So He's a little. He come from a very family oriented family, and he implemented a lot in my life. A lot of things that I did not know, and I learned from,
Yeah.
and that helped me grow a lot. So I
Mhm.
appreciate that from him. And like I say, it's very, like you say too, it's very rare to find young couples that stay together for so many years, and raise a family and still be together and continue to be partners throughout their journey of everything that they do in life. So, you know,
Yeah. Ah. Wow. And then you had your, I just saw the graduation, virtual graduation.
yes,
Is
my
that your youngest?
no, my oldest. Actually, no, they had a live graduation. It was at
Oh,
FAU. It was actually um open, but to, of course, two per family. They was only allowed to
yeah.
two. Wait, yeah, two people. No, four. I think it was four. They was
Yeah.
like four only. So, but it was an open
Yeah.
graduation. Yeah, she graduated in criminal justice. A long
Oh,
journey, but she did
congratulations.
it. Yeah, she did
Yeah.
it.
Awesome. So for everybody watching, if you guys are in Del Rey at all, anytime, the Uppercut Barbershop is at 135 Northwest 5th Avenue, Del Rey Beach. It is on historic 5th Avenue, right after the Spady Cultural Museum. It is a gem. It's beautiful. I drive by there whenever we're out to drop our kids and pick up our kids from school. So just drop in, say hello, get a good haircut. I have the link actually on there too, so you guys can connect with Bo and Lisa. The most interesting thing too about Bo, when Bo and Julius met, it was ridiculous because they're both Dallas Cowboys fans.
Oh, he
I, oh my gosh, he was so jazzed about how Bo has all the stuff hanging out at the shop. So I know. So one of these days we'll be able to have Bo come on too and just
yeah,
have them chat and how the guys are feeling about the Cutz and conversation. Because
yeah.
we've had a lot of since 2018 meeting every last either fourth or the last Thursday of the month.
Last Thursday.
Yeah.
You want me to
So
see if I could try to get Bo on? I can try to see if I could get him on.
yeah, see if you can get on. And what I'm gonna do, guys, if you're on here, I'm gonna share the picture for this is the Cutz and Conversation that's coming up. It's coming up this Thursday, May, and I believe it's May. Yeah, should be May 27th at 6 p.m. in the evening. It's going to be live at the barbershop, but Lisa is also going to stream it on Zoom. And that way you'll be able to watch it if you can't come in live. And of course, they're taking all the precautions about safety. So if you want to come in, you can come in live at the shop, or you can watch live. And we're going to post the Zoom links during uh, the actual Cutz and Conversations, and then you guys are able to join us and have a conversation with us. We have every single type of topic. It's really more free flowing because it's in the community, and usually we just start out by asking people how they're doing and just what's on their mind, and we go around the room and there's a lot of wisdom. And usually the rules about whatever we talk about stays in the room, but of course we can't guarantee privacy in a group, especially in a community group, because everybody is bound by their own ethics. But we do try to say that whatever you say in the room remains in there. But with this particular one, it's probably going to be a catching up because we haven't all been together in the same place in a long time. So Uppercuts has made quite a difference, not just in the people who come to your shop, Lisa, but even in our own lives
Mhm.
as facilitators, just hearing the wisdom in the community, especially when we have the elders come in, and then everybody comes in with different stories. And I'm hoping, I don't know if we're going to be able to get Maria to say something on live. I hope we do.
Nice.
But Maria is a nurse practitioner, and she has been an incredible resource, especially as far as medical conversations and mental health is concerned. She has been a real help. in that regard. And then a lot of the organizations in Delray know each other, which is such a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful community. So everybody kind of hangs out and goes to everybody else's events, initiatives, projects, and that way the whole community benefits. And so that's what Cutz and Conversation is all about. We talk about everything to do with mental health and life. And we want to welcome someone else who's just joined us right now.
Oh.
And welcome, welcome. If you guys, the link is right there on Zoom, on Facebook Live. We have the Zoom link right there. You're welcome to join us if you want to join us on the video. It's live. And thank you so much for coming on at this time. Lisa, I want to ask about your initiative to start a men's only conversation. That was so cool. Yeah. Share a little bit about that, because a couple of weeks ago I talked about men's mental health. So please share about the men's only version of the Cutz and Conversation.
Okay. Yeah, so I just felt like it's so important for men to talk. I get so, like, I hear it a lot, and I have made such a big stink about it lately, and it's starting to get a little more in depth now. I just feel like men don't know how to take care of their mental well-being. And
yeah,
I won't say they don't know how to take care of it, but they don't know how to get the proper help that they need to assist them with taking care of it, put it like that. And
yeah,
they want to hold on to a lot. And like, I get what they're saying. They're saying that they go through so much, they have to deal with so much. And I get that. I think Bo is on too, as a matter of fact. Look like Bo. He may be on mute still.
Okay. He's not on here. He's not on the Zoom.
LaShawn, I see him on. LaShawn.
Oh, you see? Oh, is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know you. But Bo, I did not know LaShawn was your first name, sir. Hello, sir. Hi, Bo. So, welcome. I was like, I have a Mr. LaShawn Harris.
Yeah, that's him.
Very cool.
Must got his phone on mute and not realizing he's on mute. Bo, you're on mute.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hi, Bo. How are you doing?
All right, and you, Julia?
Doing good. It is so good to hear your voice and to catch up with you guys.
I know it's been a while.
It's been almost half a year, and even Julius is hanging out a little bit here. He's doing some.
What's up, Julius?
Stuff. Yeah, he said, "What's up?"
Hey, how you doing? All right. Can y'all see me?
No, we can't
see you, Bo.
You gotta put the camera on.
All right, hold on. I gotta see him play with it.
All right.
While you play with it, we'll move on.
Yeah, while he's playing with it. So tell us about the men's only version.
So yeah, so I just felt like a lot of times our males are so in need for the help right now, and they don't know how to reach out to get it. And then a lot of times they don't realize how much pressure they put on their spouse, their mothers, their significant other, and they don't realize that they have a crap load of stuff on their plate that they can't see, and continue to comfort them through everything. That I won't say comfort them, but continue to, because a lot of times when they're going through stuff, they need your undivided attention. When you already have your kids, you already have your job, you already have several things that you're working on, including them. So we need them to be just as strong as we are, because we need them to be strong for us. And a lot of times I feel like sometimes they fall short in that. So we find ourselves consoling them and what they're going through versus them consoling us and supporting us, because we already have so much on our plate. So I felt like it is so well needed for men to pay close attention to their well-being and making sure they get the proper help and support that they need, because we as spouse and girlfriends and moms, we can't do it all for them. They have to get the help too as well. So I felt like just starting there is a start. You know what I mean? Just getting them
Yeah.
start communicating, because that's the biggest problem that they have. They don't open up about the issues that they're going through. It takes so much. And a lot of times, and what I'm starting to see a lot of our males taking their lives because they don't know how to open up about what they're going through. And instead of going through that, we need them to open up more about communicating of what they're going through before it get to that point. So
Yeah.
that's why I felt like the male only Cutz and Conversation was good, because just get them going, get them started on that journey of starting to open up and talk more. So, but
Yeah.
add to it as well of the males only Cutz and Conversation. Oh,
I think
That
he's
again,
trying.
babe.
I say you want to add to it about Cutz and Conversation, a little bit about the males Cutz and Conversation, like you want to talk a little bit more about why it's important that we started the only males Cutz and Conversation from your perspective.
Well, from my perspective, males can talk better amongst each other than opening up around females, because they know that something the female might hear come out their mouth might be a different perspective from what they, want to hear. So they're gonna try to say something and interrupt right quick. A man talking to a man about certain things it's better in the men's edition, because they open for, and they just feel like talking to another guy, venting to another guy is better than venting to a significant other.
Yeah. So, Bo, and hopefully maybe we'll get your video to work, because we want to show people the shop, and as we get them to come and visit. So what? It's really amazing the fact that you can have the guys open up, especially with a male facilitator, right? And
Yes.
where it's just guys only, and you don't have to censor the feelings, censor the language, censor maybe the demeanor, so that so that the women don't feel coward or whatever. Because I know when we've had conversations in the shop with everybody, some of those conversations have been really hot. They've been heated, and there's been voices raised because everybody was passionate about the topics that we're talking about. So I think it's really to have the guys not have to censor themselves when it's just guys, and you guys can just go with it, and you have the male facilitator on there.
Well, sometimes I think what it is too is females are more vocal than men. So you got some men that do run their mouth, yep, 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 but they are vocal for, some are vocal for no reason at all. They just love to talk or hear themselves talk. But most of the time, well, that's when they're around, when females around, because I guess they can talk over them or make it seem like, a man know more than a woman or something like that right there. Or I know more about this situation than you would because I'm a man versus you a woman. And, everybody goes through their own thing, different ways and stuff, but a man will look at it totally different. They'll say only certain things when women are in the area.
Yeah. Wow. So thank you for that. And that's just real talk right there. That's what Let's Talk Live is all about. So thank you for saying that, boy. It's true, because that they will be honest based on who's present and who's not present, and just not feeling as if you have to, or you're going to be judged also. Because that's the one thing we do say at Cutz and Conversation that Lisa has made very clear to everybody. It's a no judgment zone. Talk about anything you want to talk about, whether you are charged or not. And I really appreciated that, Lisa, because Cutz and Conversation is not about people only from one particular angle or even from a particular religion. A lot of people are church people, but we also have people who practice other ways. And so it's been really nice having those conversations and having conversations beyond just our regular comfort zones or cliques or circles that we're involved in, and being able to hear from one another how to improve our mental health. So Lisa, what would you say, either you or Bo, what would you guys say has been the most need that you've noticed as we've done the Cutz and conversation, the most topic that keeps coming up that lets the community know this is where people's hearts and minds are?
Relationship. That's a big one.
Yep, relationship.
Relationship is a major one. Like that's one
Yes.
that we need a whole segment, like a whole month just to talk about it, because it's so much. And like I always say to people, that if you get into that conversation of relationship, I think you can pull every aspect of someone's mental perspective out of them that they're going through, they went through, they experience or whatever out of them just within that conversation alone. And you already seen those conversations when it's about relationships, it go on for hours, like literally.
Yeah.
So that has been one of the most hot topics that has been coming up. Everybody wants to talk about that relationship. So
yeah.
so
Okay.
we're looking to plan a major one of those sooner than later. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that one.
Awesome. So Bo, did you have anything you wanted to add on to that? Oh, I think.
Say that again.
Oh, I was asking, did you have anything else you wanted to add on?
No, Lisa hit it on the money.
Okay.
Can y'all see me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can see you a little. Yeah, we can see you a little bit.
Oh, okay. I just got it. Just was able to get it up.
All right. So yeah, I remember the last time we did a relationship conversation. It was quite heated.
Yes.
It was very heated because this is real life and this is people's livelihood, what gives us joy, what we struggle with, conflict resolution with one another, being able to communicate in a way that we can be heard and we can hear our partners or our spouses, right? So looking forward to that. And this Thursday, Lisa, I know we're going to be doing a lot of catching up, but and also I think we're touching on that too. We're touching on relationships too. And actually, I just realized tomorrow, I mean, May 27th, which is Thursday, will have been after tomorrow, which is when the whole tragedy with George Floyd happened. And remember the conversations that we had at the shop. We went to Zoom about all that and people how to deal with all that, the stress, the emotions that came up with being concerned about life, being concerned in the community, being concerned about justice. So we have literally covered just about anything you can think about. We've also talked about grief, right? Yeah. We've had several episodes about grief. We've had several episodes about families with loved ones who are in substance abuse. Yep. Yeah, and those are some pretty good ones. Bo, for you, we wanted people to hear your voice. What was your passion about Cutz and Conversation? When you and Lisa were talking about starting it, we wanted to hear your view as a guy and as at the shop, you having to interact with people. What was in your heart about the Cutz and Conversation initiative?
Well, it was basically a goal to give everybody a place to come to be able to release, you know, instead of holding a lot of stuff in that's, you know, driving them crazy. A lot of people want to be able to express themselves sometimes, but have nobody to express it to. So being that they can come into the shop and during Cutz and Conversation and express what's on their mind and how they're feeling about certain situations and things that's driving them crazy and taking them through, you know, the meal. They you know, they feel relieved once they get a lot of this stuff off of their mind or off of their chest. Just being able to come in there and speak it out instead of holding it all in, make them feel better. So it's basically to help the neighborhood and people in our city and whoever want to come that, you know, feel like they need to get something off their chest, or they feel like, just get something off their chest as far as like, like I need vent to somebody or some people so I can get a different idea of how I need to go about doing things. If I'm in a group of people, maybe I can get a different aspect of a situation that I'm going through versus the way I'm thinking about going through it.
Yeah, yeah. And being able to process it in community. And in fact, the picture that we have on, if you guys can see this picture that we have on for the Cutz and Conversation, that was an incredible night where we had a panel of men, as well as Maria, who's on live with us. Just share. That was an incredible night where everybody got to share about different aspects of life, both as men and women at the shop. So these are the kind of things that Cutz and Conversation and Lisa and Bo have been able to provide in the community. So we want to just make sure that you guys come on out, support it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to get a hold of me or get a hold of Lisa, get a hold of Bo. We have all the links right here on Facebook. And then the video is going to be active in YouTube. And when I put it up on YouTube, I'll share the link. So you guys are able to go in and share it with everybody. It's gonna be nice and edited for YouTube, because our live show is about having fun. And I'm actually gonna invite Julius too, because Boy is on video now. You can see him. And since he was waiting to say hi to you in person. So yeah, so it's been really a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much. And so here he is, Bo.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Julius?
Hey.
How you doing, man?
Doing
all right,
good.
all right.
Where am I
That's
at?
good, man.
Hey, good to see you. How's
Same
everything?
here, man. Oh, everything all right. Taking it a day at a time.
Absolutely. That's your way to do it. Can't wait to have the barbershop open for the. You've been open, right? For work.
Yeah,
and
I've been
everything?
open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully, did I hear that right? That Thursday it's going back to
it's in person.
The in-person thing is
Yeah.
starting. Great. Fantastic.
Opening back up to the public for Cutz and Conversation.
Yeah, slowly but surely getting back to normal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
All right, cool. Yeah, all right. There's the better lighting. Now we can really see you.
He's in the house. That's why he's gonna get over here with me now. Come over here.
Oh.
He's home. He's home.
Okay.
Turn it off.
Yeah, awesome. Yay.
Finally.
All right.
Okay, there. Is somebody?
Yeah. Yeah, we have our friend Maria.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, that is in person again. Oh, that's really, really cool. Let me turn it a little bit so you can see Mr. Sana.
I thought we was gonna see Maria.
I know. I'm trying to get her to come on. I'm trying to get her to come on. And she's on here. I saw she just posted something in there.
We just don't see her face. She got her camera muted.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move so we can do the double. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see. Yay!
Yeah.
All of us in the same room. Yes. Online though. Yeah. So it's so good to see you guys. We've really missed you guys. And just, man, we're so glad this COVID thing is going down. We're tired of COVID. Everybody's tired of COVID.
To get out now. Just be free again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were talking about how it's incredible. We were at the Intercoastal Park in Boynton Beach for an event on Sunday. And the whole park, every single pavilion had a family just having a party because people were ready to just get on out and do some fun stuff, even as you observe safety, but at least getting back to normal life.
Right.
So I know it's running, we're running a little late, but I just wanted to make sure the guys got to say hi to each other.
Yeah.
So, babe, what's your observation actually for Bo and Lisa about Cutz and Conversation? Because he's come for a couple of them.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Especially when we see the young people and the older generation interacting together and having conversations, that's always such a blessing.
Yeah.
Because the young people are always, hopefully trying to learn, and the old people are always trying to teach.
Right.
So to have them in the same room talking is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and it's interesting how people are really needing and wanting to talk about just talking itself. I mean, is therapeutic. So,
Yeah.
and the barbershop historically, we see it in movies, but we see it for real. It's where people just talk,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure you've talked to a lot of people about a lot of things, cutting their hair.
They tell me all their problems, and I just tell them my point of view on it.
Well,
I had
Yeah.
somebody yesterday talking to me about a situation. They was like, I came here to get a cut and to talk to you because I just got done breaking my PlayStation 5. I was like, why you broke the PlayStation 5? He was like, I smashed it on the ground because my stepson wouldn't I took his phone from him and he started ranting and raving and saying all this stuff. So he said he told him to get off the game and he wouldn't get off the game. So he took the game and he just bust the game on the ground, picked it up a few times and smashed it till it
Oh,
wasn't
no.
anymore. And then the kid mom get off and the kid called his dad and all of this stuff right here and made a big
Yeah.
and he was like, I just came to the barbershop to talk to you and vent. He was like, I know I ain't doing nothing wrong, but he was like, for somebody that I got to take to school, take to the store, take wherever he want to go or wherever I want to go, he ride with me. I got to, put food on the table for him to disrespect me like that. He was like, it had to come to an end some kind of way. So he was like, I just
Wow.
needed somewhere to come vent. So he came up there and talked to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You
You know,
see?
those stories about gaming, we have a gaming child, and I can tell you right now the computer is gone because Julius takes the hard drive every Sunday night.
I have to.
He takes it away and puts it away there the whole school week. So I'm telling you, that guy is telling you a real parental frustration because Julius takes away the entire computer. The hard drive is gone all week.
Yep.
Listen, we may hear more stories like this because I'm gonna tell you what happened. A lot of our parents had to work during this pandemic, so most of the kids were home by themselves. They had no supervision, so while they were on class, I had kids here, and I come in, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" Oh, my teacher talking. It doesn't matter. You still should not be on the computer. You still should not be on the phone or any gaming. No, nothing. Put it away. Because it's just like you're still in class. Don't disrespect the teacher because you're behind a computer. It doesn't make sense. So just getting kids back to the normal lifestyle of the way, it was, it's going to be difficult because those kids, and they talking about GameStop went up because it was a game played. No, GameStop went up because those kids was taking their parents' credit cards, buying games and purchasing all sorts. I done heard stories about the kids that ran the credit card bill up $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 with games. So trust
Wow.
me, they contribute to the stock going up in GameStop.
They sure did.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's gonna be hard to transition these kids back out a whole year of this behavior. It's gonna be hard. So I hate to see what next year in-house of schooling look like. I want to be a fly on the wall because I want to see how they're going to get these kids back, because half of our kids was already not on grade level, and when the pandemic hit, it's even worse now. The grades just went downhill. So just imagine getting them back in class and getting them back in school, getting them back on track, trying to get them back into the mode of doing classwork in class. Man, I want to be the biggest fly on the wall. I wish I can cover every school in Palm Beach County just to see what is going on, because I know it's
it's gonna take a minute, and the teachers have an uphill battle with that, but it takes some time, but hopefully they'll get back into the rhythm of things.
Yeah.
Because kids can learn first and they can adapt quick.
Absolutely.
And I think the good thing that I saw they sent an email. They're doing a summer learning. There's going to be a summer learning program that they'll be signing up for the camps. because they're doing the camps again. Like this, the district is running some camps, I believe. So they're going to be catching up the kids who've fallen behind over the summer, for the parents who want to send the kids into the school camps to catch up on their grades. And I think that's really, really great. And thank you for bringing up the kids at school, because the other thing I wanted to say that I think is so cool is how much emphasis they've put on mental health. Because our middle schooler came home the other day and he told us how at school they were talking about feelings. They were talking about how to help a friend who wants to hurt themselves. And my son even said, Mommy, we talked about the S word too. And I'm like, the S word? And he's like, yeah, we talked about suicide, what to do if we have these feelings about that, and how to help, who to call. And it was really incredible that they're doing this in school now. And every school has been equipped with a behavioral professional. I think more than one, actually, if I remember. So I think that's a really, really incredible thing, especially for us and you guys who are working with parents and kids and trying to help these kids and advocating for them in school. Just knowing that there's a mental health resource, and the district is really so much aware now about the mental health.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing. That's a really good thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, Bo, I'm gonna ask you, how you feeling about them Cowboys?
Well, we played Tampa the first game of the season, so that's gonna be an uphill battle playing against the Super Bowl winning champions. But hopefully we make it to the Super Bowl.
Hey, where are we playing the game? In Tampa or in Dallas?
In Tampa.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
In Tampa. So that's gonna be a tough one.
Julius,
Brady.
me and Julia has to get together to get y'all tickets to the game, Julia. We got to get to the game. I was gonna get him tickets to the game last year, but they would do. I felt bad spending my money to go watch a game where they ain't winning. But then it's not. Then I had to think about it. I had not last year, the year before. It was the year before, not last year. And I had to think about it. I'm like, it ain't even about the ability of them winning the game. It's just that it's his team. He like it, and just give it.
I'll go to any game.
Yeah, to be there, sitting.
Any game, I'll be there.
Yeah. So Julia, we got.
I have my cowboy sticker on my car. It doesn't matter how the season looks like. You know?
So Julia, we got to work on that, getting these guys.
We are. And you know what? I just saw a friend of ours who's in Dallas, who's also a big fan of Cowboys. Hi, Rachie. She's watching, and their whole family is huge Dallas Cowboys fans, and they're always going out there. So for everybody else watching, I know you have your teams, and we send you peace and love. But right now,
Cowboys is America's team.
America's
team.
These are two Cowboys families. So we apologize.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for being on with us. I know we're running. We don't want to run too late because I know you got to rest to get ready for tomorrow and the week. And Maria, I don't know, Maria, did you want to say anything at all? I know she's hanging out with us tonight, but well, I hope, Maria, you're going to be with us on Thursday, because Thursday is the live Cutz and Conversation again. So we want to plug that in. And then this week, please remember to take care of your mental health. Remember to take care of your heart health, your soul, your spirit, your life with God. You matter. You're not alone. You are loved. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys, tonight. Thank you.